everybody's here for Jeffrey Epstein's top guy, the Yandere Dev. Still has yet to complete a game. He hasn't finished the game, and it's been like 10 years. It's 2024.
He has emails to read, Manic.
How
dare you?
Man, those dude, those emails, nothing. Okay, just finish the game, please. Just finish. I mean, at this point, just sell it to somebody else or something like that. Okay.
He never will. He's too full of himself.
Possibly. Let's but let's get right into it, because for those that don't know, I think it was like over 2 months ago I did stream Yandere Dev caught in 4K featuring Adentum. Adentum actually tipped me off to the new Yandere Dev video. I'm sure I would have caught wind of it eventually, soon enough. But he's the first one that told me. Adentum is currently working on his next Cyrax video. So he has to clip like 8-hour-long streams.
I couldn't even imagine. I can't even do that with my own streams, let alone someone else's. Like.
Yeah, and imagine like clipping. I mean, to be fair, when it comes to like Cyrax, Only Use Me Blade, Ethan Ralph, they'll definitely have their moments.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I mean, from what I've seen on Twitter, Only Use Me Blade, it's drinking for 8 hours straight with the occasional bit of someone else like throwing stuff at him. So.
Oh yeah. 100%. So basically, the allegations, just to recap it, are that Yandere Dev himself contacted minors and tried grooming them, and let's see what he has to say to those allegations, because it's been over 2 months. I'm sure he had plenty of time to formulate what he was gonna say, which, to be fair, if you're gonna go through those kind of allegations, yeah, you probably should think about what you're gonna say. I mean, he did have an initial I think he has a blog post link here, Yandere Dev WordPress. Yeah, I think if we go back to, what was it, October? Would it be? Moving forward. Yeah. So he initially, on October 1st, responded to it. And I think he just said, yeah. Are we going to read all? This is a long post. And I'm pretty sure.
I don't feel like reading it. I'm just going to be completely honest.
Enough. Yeah, but even like on his own website, right? His own comment section were cooking him. Which, okay.
These are supposed to be his most loyal followers.
Yeah, like if you're going to make an account or it might be these are just WordPress accounts. I could see it. I could see this being just WordPress accounts, and that is the Yandere Dev like is a subdomain. That could be it. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure how WordPress works, but I am aware. But what I do know is that Yandere Dev is in some deep water. But let's see what his response is, because I think this is gonna be very interesting. I did pre-watch it, very interesting, and I dragged along a little beetle with me.
Hello, I'm Yandere Dev, the developer of Yandere.
Yeah, let me boost that up. All right, let me because it seems a little quiet for all of you.
Last year, an extremely
or okay, maybe this video is just...
No, wait.
Huh?
I don't know. It's just like the visual of the video looks off. The way he talks.
Is it AI generated?
No, like I genuinely can't. Like, can you rewind it? Just
yeah. Hold up.
10 seconds. And just tell me if it looks off to you.
Of Yandere Simulator. Last year, an extremely serious allegation was.
I don't know. Something. I don't know if it's just his face, but something about this cold open feels off. That might just be me. That would be,
oh man. He's literally a skinwalker now.
Made about me that I would like to address. The accusation is that I attempted to groom an underage fan of my game.
Yeah, put a 1 in chat if you want me to put the video audio louder.
I will take accountability and admit that I did discuss inappropriate topics with a fan. However, the accusation that I deliberately attempted to groom this fan is false.
Okay, so just he claims that he didn't groom, but he did admit to conversing with underage fans. But it's the devil's in the details, right? Like,
yeah.
In what way were you conversing with these fans? That's the important bit.
Because either way, both are, if someone's under the age of 18 and you talk about inappropriate stuff with them, it's wrong in both ways, right?
Yeah.
But there's a difference between saying like a joke about, genitalia and then trying to get photos of their genital, right? Like those are two, like both are bad, but one is far worse than the other, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, and obviously like, talking some shit on like Xbox Live back in the day, different than like trying to get them to come to your house or something.
Yeah.
Trying to pick them up in your white van,
Pulling up in that playground, right?
Yeah.
I got some free I got a cool game in the back of my van. Come check it out. It's finished.
It's finished.
Play it right now. Just get in the van.
Yeah, Yandere. Dude, okay. Horror game, but it's featuring Yandere Dev. It's not gonna be Yandere similar. It's like the like monster that goes after you is Yandere Dev. That'd be hilarious. But let's continue on. Let's see what he has to say.
In this video, I would like...
And by the way, I know I just interrupted it. At the end of the video that we just watched, I'll put a poll in the live chat, so you all can decide for yourselves: is he guilty or innocent?
Like to apologize
because with the whole dream stuff that went on, I know that video got cut off short. Hopefully that doesn't happen in this one. That was like the main thing that stopped me from streaming since. That was demotivating.
I get you.
But like if Dream can be innocent, then I feel like just about anyone can overcome the allegation. Yeah. But to be fair, it's Yandere Dev we're talking about. So what's gonna happen? Let's see. It's Anna's but
should apologize for. But I would also like to give you the full story so that you know what is true and what isn't true. Let's start at the beginning. Last year, a fan of my game contacted me and wanted to chat. Usually, when a fan tries to talk with me, I just tell them that I'm too busy. But this person seemed really nice and friendly and funny, so I decided, you know what, sure, let's talk. She let me know right off the bat that she was 16, but I didn't see any problem with that. When I was 16, I had online friends that were in their 20s and 30s, so it just didn't feel weird to me.
Well,
that is a problem, though. Even if it wasn't weird to you, it's still something like you as the adult, you have to be able to say, okay, you have to be very careful, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're a minor. You can't just think, oh, it's another person on the internet. No, it's a 16-year-old person talking to you. And obviously he didn't have that kind of mentality.
And also like of the other sex, right? It's like that changes stuff.
Because there are people that have like been in watching Warbane content that have told me like I am 15 and 16, right? And then I make sure that I'm very careful with what I say to them and stuff like that. But they're all dudes, right? Mm-hmm. But if a girl tried to hit me up, I wouldn't like talk with her at all if she told me like she was, like 16. Because even if I said nothing bad at all, I don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's my mentality. Obviously, Yandere Dev doesn't have that mentality, but maybe he should have. Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's like parasocial relationships, right? Where they all want to speak to this developer because he's like famous, and he keeps feeding into them. Like, yeah, if you reach out to me, maybe I will, and that does help build a community. But it's a double-edged sword. It is especially a double-edged sword when like just imagine fans of Yandere Simulator, right? It's like, imagine people that identify as a Yandere in real life. They're not going to be mentally stable. They're going to be weird. Okay.
Yeah. In the beginning, our conversations were normal, but she had a kind of adult sense of humor, and every now and then she would bring up a topic or ask a question that wasn't really appropriate. When this would happen, I wasn't entirely comfortable with it, but I rationalized to myself that it was no big deal and just kept talking with her.
Okay, I'm gonna turn up the audio, but I think this part he is kind of owning up that this was bad.
Yeah.
Which okay, at the moment, like Yandere Dev obviously I'd take as a social recluse. I'm pretty sure he said in the blog post that he barely goes outside. Like this moving forward one. We just control I'm pretty sure he says outside, or if no, or let me see it. Let me leave because I think he said leave his apartment. No, okay. I'm pretty sure he does. He barely goes outside. Haven't left the house since July 2019. Yeah, that's what he said in the Moving Forward blog post. I like they're definitely internet brain rot at that point. Regardless, like if you have not touched, he has not touched grass.
He needs
Right.
to touch grass.
That's fundamentally the problem. That is like the baseline. That's the foundation that every single problem is built upon. He doesn't touch grass. He doesn't talk to people in real life. As all probably people that are aware of his game, aware that he's a game developer, either talking about the game development or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta talk to real people. We're not real people. We're all just holograms in your head.
We're all just simulations.
Real. Okay, let's see if this is gonna be better audio for you all. I just scrolled down my chat. I saw somebody with a Grimsy profile picture. I was very confused for a second. I was like, all right, shout out Swamp Willow.
Oh, did he prank
I
you?
must have said something that sounded like a red flag to her, because at some point she started to record our conversations just in case I turned out to be some kind of predator. She showed our conversations to
What was the red flag though? What was said red flag? I mean, okay, it is probably like an assumption, but like, well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's saying like there's some sexual stuff getting here. Let's see.
YouTuber, and the YouTuber decided, yep, this guy seems like a groomer. We need to expose him. From what I've been hearing, it kind of sounds...
I have a feeling. It's just a hunch. I feel like there's more to the story right now than what he's describing. You know? Yeah. I feel like there's just a little bit more, and also like kind of attributing malice onto the quote unquote YouTube. Obviously, he didn't even say the YouTuber's name that exposed him. So, got wind of this situation and decided, and quote unquote, and as he describes, like coached the girl to like record everything or whatever.
Sounds like the YouTuber started coaching the girl on how to...
Yeah, okay, yeah.
...into saying things...
He just said that, yeah.
...that would make me look bad, which wasn't what the girl wanted. But you don't have to just take my word for it. The girl has written a statement about the entire situation, giving her side of the story. I've put a link to it in the description below. I won't tell you what to think about it. You're welcome to read it for yourself and draw your own conclusions. So...
That was such an elongated pause right there. I was not expecting that. Wait, okay, let's rewind that.
It for yourself and draw your own conclusions. So
dot.
In real life, that's what he's saying.
With the YouTuber apparently instructing the girl on how to steer our conversations in an inappropriate direction, our discussions got pretty weird. I wasn't comfortable with it, and I tried to express that, but like an idiot, I just went along with it anyway. Because I had gotten into the habit of being really candid around this girl and just casually responding to whatever she said, it was very easy for her to get recordings of me answering questions I shouldn't have answered and discussing topics I should not have discussed. And the YouTuber then used those recordings to make a 40-minute-long video accusing me of being a groomer. Out of respect for all of the people in the world who have actually been groomed, we should use the word grooming correctly. Grooming is when an adult tries to establish a relationship with a child with the intention of exploiting or abusing the child. That doesn't describe what I did. I didn't develop a friendship with the girl for that reason. That wasn't my intention. I did not attempt to establish a romantic or sexual relationship with the girl. But after having my behavior explained to me as commonly associated with romance, I can understand how it was interpreted that way.
Wait, who explained that? What, like, okay, I'm very enthralled. He said somebody explained it to him that his actions are associated with romance.
I mean, it probably would if the person wasn't a minor.
And also, like, this guy being retarded.
I mean, hey, some girls love some retarded Riz, bro. I mean, trust me, I know that personally. But they are all adults.
Dude, yeah, it's just like he could either be like very socially maladjusted. I could see it going either way. Either maladjusted, doesn't know when to shut his mouth, doesn't know when he's going too far, doesn't know boundaries, or yeah, he's kind of sweeping this. He's like definitely like a post hoc justification here. Like, oh yeah, I think he may have been intending it. But yeah, let's I need to piss. I'm gonna play the video. Yeah, feel free.
The Steamboat Willie video. Okay.
No, I'm just gonna
Okay, go ahead.
I'll be right back. Hold up.
I feel like it's worth mentioning that a lot of the remarks I made only sound bad when they're out of context. For example, there was one time when the girl jokingly said, "You should make an OnlyFans." And I said, "No, that's dumb. No one would ever want to see that." And she said something like, "Come on, it's so easy to make money on OnlyFans." And when I heard that, I thought, whoa, that's a little concerning. Don't tell me that social media is brainwashing this generation to think that they should just go directly into porn the second they turn 18 because it's the best way to get rich quick. That's a little concerning. I wanted to know if she was joking or if she was being serious. So I asked her, "Are you planning to start an OnlyFans?" And of course, the YouTuber used the recording of me saying, "Are you planning to start an OnlyFans?" to frame me as someone who initiates horrifically inappropriate discussions with children, which is just completely dishonest. There's a part of me that wants to go point by point down the list of every single questionable or suspicious thing I said and provide context for absolutely everything, but that's not really the main issue here. For one thing, a lot of the stuff I said is just weird no matter what the context is. I'll just admit it. But more importantly,
okay, at least he's going to admit it.
Should have let conversations like that happen in the first place. A normal, mentally healthy adult would have just blocked the girl immediately after the very first time she said something inappropriate. But I didn't. And having to face that fact was a wake-up call that made me realize I had deteriorated mentally. So, after this whole controversy happened, I decided to take some time to just reflect and try to figure out how I had turned into the type of person.
Okay, at the very least, he's admitting, hey, this was bad, this was wrong, this wasn't very smart, so, hopefully he won't do it again, right? But,
Yeah, it's just, I want him to see, I want to see the context. I want to see everything, could he not include screenshots?
I mean, obviously, the implication is we watched the 40-minute video calling him this, and then we see his response. But I haven't done that, right? So
it's been 2 months since I've done so.
When he isn't giving the context in his own response video, and he says it's taken out of context, in this situation, I have no context whatsoever, right?
Yeah, you include the screenshots. Don't make us do homework for your video.
If he is talking about a clip taken out of context that is him asking a minor for her OnlyFans. Like that's kind of like the vibe he's going for. That it was taken out of context. I said this, but they are misconstruing what I'm saying. It's like, show that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Because if there's it just abruptly starts out of nowhere, if it just has him say that line, I can believe that, right? But if he's not going to show that, well, I mean, I guess I gotta watch another 40-minute. Dude, do you want to pull up that video right now beside this one, and then we do a quick minute-to-minute play-by-play?
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, I was kind of being a little shithead about
it. All right. He's not including enough context or screenshots. Even if it was breaking the pace of the video, include screenshots or include have a link to your blog post where it has all of that. Because I remember Dream in his own video called The Truth, he said how he downloaded his Snapchat data, right? Which, by the way, everybody download your Discord data. That was a meme going around on January 1st. It is a response to the new Discord app updates. So everybody request data access on January 1st, 2024. So we crashed Discord. But
Let's go.
the very app that I'm using right now to call Chaz. But yeah, just download your Snapchat data, right? And I'm sure you have enough pull to like request like some logs, because of course Snapchat, they have records of everything you sent through Snapchat, right? Even if you delete it. I know I'm sounding like some like Gen X, like for like, guys, you're whatever is on the internet, it's always on the internet, right? You can never take it down.
I mean, it is. It kind of is though. Like,
Yeah, but even on Snapchat, it's like it's gonna be on some server somewhere. So if Yandere Dev, how many, like 2 million, over 2 million subscribers, he has the pull if he wanted to like contact Snapchat personally. Hey, right? There's accusations going around, and just request the data in like the logs. Just allow him access to those logs to prove these wrong. But I don't think he's gonna go through all that effort because
probably not.
Yeah, whatever.
Who would let something like this happen. After talking it over with a lot of different people, I think I've developed an understanding of exactly how things got to this point, and I think I have the vocabulary to explain it now, too. Over the past 10 years...
Yeah, he always...
You got a dictionary. I'm sorry.
He has the vocabulary. That's such a... I don't know, that's such a funny way to say it.
Like, hey, actually, this is the real definition of grooming. I mean, like, that's why he's pulling out the whole nerd actually.
Actually. Technically, legally speaking, it's not grooming.
It's just very, very bad.
Yeah, it's like obviously, yeah, there's a legal definition, but it describes something sinister of an adult, wanting very bad things with a child. Let's just say, man.
I neglected absolutely every aspect of my well-being in favor of working on my video game project.
Okay, do you think this is a pity play right now? Do you think he's gonna play the like sympathy card?
Probably. Oh, I was swamped with work. I was tired. I just wanted someone to talk to. I think he might say something like that.
Let's see. What does he have to say for himself?
Left my house for any reason. I had no social life whatsoever, and I had no one that I could call a true friend. A lot of people warned me that they could see my mental health deteriorating and that I was exhibiting a lot of self-destructive behavior.
See, if this was the Dream video, like Dream called his mom, right? And like include a clip of that in his video. Not Yandere Dev, right? It's like he didn't go to contact anybody, for a statement in this video. I think that would have made this a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe he just made it up. Source, I made it the fuck up. I need to make that like a soundboard for Senator Armstrong. Yeah. But yeah, we're pulling it up, Sarah. We need less brain rot. I made it up. Yeah.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Kino, I need a replay.
That's my senator. He's got my vote. Dude. At least he's honest about it, right?
Yeah. This came out the same year as the Devil May Cry reboot, by the way, which is very funny looking back at it.
DMC game?
Yeah, DMC Devil May Cry.
I can't believe that's even the thing.
The gameplay is actually good. Everything else is just horrible. Let's see. Okay, we're only 6 minutes through this.
And I just ignored all of them. I was lonely and depressed and miserable and getting worse every year and doing nothing to make any of it better and ignoring all of the warning signs that were being given to me.
All right. In chat, put a 1 if you think this is a sympathy card, 2 if you think he's being genuine. All right, I'm genuinely curious. Yeah.
I mean, I honestly do think he's being genuine here. Like, he's being honest, because you can't just be on the internet for like 10 years and have people ruthlessly be on your ass about shit, right?
Yeah.
Whether whether it's justified, whether the people are like shitting on him rightfully or they're just trolling him, either way, enough of that can start to pile up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't him saying, "Oh, I got one hate comment last week. I'm gonna yeet myself." No, it's like years and years of this stuff piling up, and he's not dealing with it well.
Yeah.
In all honesty, it's good that he's acknowledging this, right?
Yeah. And like,
but it doesn't justify talking with people in the way he did.
yeah, it definitely doesn't justify it.
It's a reason for it. It's not an excuse, right?
Yeah,
I'm not trying to
definitely.
say, I'm not trying to be a devil's advocate and say what he did is okay. I'm just saying I kind of get it, right? When you fall into your own hole, you keep digging your own hole, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you feel stuck down there. And people are people will like look up at you being like, "Hey man, want me to toss you a rope, help you get out there?" And he's like, "Nah, it's cool. I got it. It's all good." He brushes them away. He tells them it's all good. They walk away, and then he keeps digging more and more until he like digs too. You get what I mean? Like the metaphor is like,
and like I feel like in this video he doesn't look as grotesque as he does when I've seen him previously, either whether it be like 2020 or before. All right, I am seeing a lot of ones in chat. I am seeing quite a bit. There is a 2. All right, it's not unanimous. All right, but yeah, definitely.
I mean, hey, that's fair. If some people think that he's full of crap, I mean, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, you're definitely allowed to think that. But considering we've like kind of known a bit about this guy for like what 10 years, he kind of like Yandere Dev kind of came on the scene with Yandere Simulator, and obviously he has those like forum posts way back when. I remember when the initial wave of accusations came up, everybody was digging up a very old tweet from like 2012 or 2015 where he said Persona 3 is his favorite game or whatever. That's hilarious.
Is that a bad thing? I mean, like if I say Persona 5 is my favorite game, are people gonna like try to dog on me or something like that?
No, they weren't dogging on him for that. It was like, oh no, my favorite game's Persona 3 as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Yo, I can't do cosplay.
Shush. It's fucking like $50.
Okay, Manic. A small price to pay for Infinite Riz.
Okay. It was a red tie, right? And it has Jester and Atlas on it.
He's the fucking nostalgia critic.
He's
just like without the hat. Adachi, I remember it, so you don't have to.
I definitely saw like a nostalgia critic Adachi edit.
Dude, you go to an anime convention, right?
Mm-hmm.
You dress up as Adachi, and then people come up to you like, "Yo, are you Adachi?" You pull out the hat and then say, "No, I'm the..." Like you just fuck with people like that. That's my brother. Spit your shit, indeed.
Damn. Wait, hold up. Somebody linked this in the comments section. Men's tie, solid color, formal necktie, $7.
$7.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not genuine and authentic though.
Dude, yeah, because like Adachi definitely ordered a tie custom made just for him. All right, let's.
Okay. Persona 3 is my favorite game. Sweats profusely.
Neglect your
He's just gonna leave the internet and play the Persona 3 remake next month.
Psychological and social needs that badly for that long. You eventually become so desperate for social interaction and positive affirmation that you become willing to have inappropriate interactions you shouldn't be having, as long as it's fulfilling the social needs that have gone completely unmet for years. Acknowledging all of this was step 1. Step 2 was determining what I would have to change about my life in order to repair the damage that I had done to my psyche over the past 10 years. So, I decided to just step back from game development for 3 months to just work on myself and try to develop a more healthy lifestyle. I started seeing it.
So you can start developing the game better? Ooh, I'm sorry, that was way too easy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, really though, just Like,
But no, in all honesty, I think that's exactly what he needed to do.
I think he's
If he's
more. He cares
like-
more about the having like the idea of internet celebrity rather than the game being good and taking off.
Robin in chat says, "I don't forgive Alex considering his creepy online history," and that's fair.
I
Whether
don't-
or not we forgive him is one thing, right?
Mhm.
But we just gotta see it from his perspective. And I'm not trying to defend him. I want to make that clear, right? But we're listening to his response addressing the allegations.
Yeah, we're gonna hear him out. I think he probably should have put a little more effort into this.
I think so too.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think he just he had the idea of being a celebrity more than he cared about being a developer. He just saw like, oh, let's make a rage bait game, or not rage bait. Hey, let's make a game that Markiplier would play, and then Markiplier did play it,
and then nothing happened after that.
Yeah, he didn't update it. It's like, and then I don't know, just and then he became so personally attached to the game. It's just
it's his own fault. He can't.
Yeah,
it's his own fault.
He can't just develop the game. He has to just he just has to interact with fans constantly. He just has to I remember 2020 he there was a speedrunning challenge getting banned from I think
the
it was
Yandere
2020.
Dev the Yandere Dev
That might have been
Discord,
more
yeah.
2019, but it was a while ago. It was a while ago. Yeah, so it's just he's just going around being gay and not developing the game.
House and going outside and interacting with other human beings. I experimented with hobbies
Achievement get touch grass.
that don't involve the use of a computer screen. I found a much better work-life balance. And most importantly of all, I made friends. I developed a social life. I made meaningful connections with people my age. That made a bigger difference than anything else.
Okay, cool. It's cool, but I having this in the very middle. I feel like I don't know, it's being a little kind of not preachy, but trying to build himself up, right?
Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, I'm just not sure what he's trying to do here. If he's trying to set up that he's in a bad mental place, I get that, but he said himself that doesn't justify what he did, so I can't really say more than that. But I mean,
yeah, I feel like he's just throwing as many arguments to the wall to see what sticks.
Yeah,
just it's I was in a bad headspace. It's when are you not? When are you not? I genuinely think, all right, I think the best thing for him is to just leave the internet, right, and actually develop but that's the thing. If he leaves the internet, who's gonna hire him? How is he gonna get money? That's the problem he's in now, because he hasn't properly worked at a real place for over 10 years.
and then if he tries to, shit like this is gonna come up.
Definitely. Yeah, okay, yeah, he's definitely stuck in a rock and a hard place. But probably shouldn't have messaged minors. That should I don't know if that's a hot take or not. Probably shouldn't interact with minors on the internet.
Yeah, it's just
I no longer feel so desperate for social interaction that I'd be willing to have inappropriate conversations just to fill some gap in my life. I feel like I've removed the weaknesses and vulnerabilities that enabled this entire situation to happen in the first place. It's worth mentioning that sometime after this entire controversy started, 2 images started to circulate. These images are fake Discord screenshots depicting interactions between me and children that have never actually happened. These images were either created in Photoshop or made by an impersonator using my username and avatar.
okay. So
Here's the thing. It's very possible. It is very possible.
I know that faking this stuff is easy because on Twitter, someone took a screenshot of a segment in Dream's allegations where he faked Pokemon sending him a DM talking about the cookie she made, right?
Yeah.
And for a second, I fell for it because it looked it looked legit, right? So
Yeah.
a big problem with
the thing is, it's literally he said, she said now, right?
exactly, and it's hard to pick a side. You know, if we pick his side, well, I mean, he still messaged them in the first place. If we pick, I mean, like, that's the problem with he said, she said. Who do we trust, right?
So, like, okay. On one hand, it is very easy to fake Discord screenshots. On the other hand, is like how reliable of a narrator is Yandere Dev, and I don't think he's really gonna go too much deeper into these screenshots, right? He's not like, and obviously, like, it's kind of hard to prove that something didn't happen, which makes sense. But I think really, chances are, like, if these screenshots are real, Yandere Dev probably delete the messages. But a, like, for sure way to, like, actually kind of record something and it's legit would be scrolling screenshots. Yeah, like or not scrolling, like not screenshots, but screen recordings more.
I mean, I assume that the person he's talking to, if he is talking to this person, I assume that these screenshots are from a conversation that has been deleted, right? Like, he's the person isn't talking, like, they blocked him, yada yada. So finding them would probably be really hard. But I mean, can Discord pull those up now? Like, can you pull up previous messages and conversations with people you blocked, or if you've deleted the conversation?
I think you can, but it's like it's like convoluted.
I mean, so what? Like, if you're talking about something this serious, you should go through all the hoops possible to say, here is me scrolling through the conversation I had at this time. I'm moving my mouse. Here's a bunch of shit proving that, like, it's not just faked, right? I don't know. It's just very.
Yeah, but
like, if he had the possibility to do that, the fact that he's not doing that, it's either he doesn't know it's possible, which at that point it's like, dude, you gotta find out if it's possible or not, because it's your life and career on the line with these allegations.
Yeah.
Right?
And Mr. Gamer in the chat, he says he refused to address the Snapchat conversations. Yeah, I thought this was
part two.
Yeah, part two. Yeah, milk it out. I know that Snapchat, it, like, deletes on your end for the, if it's over, like, 24 hours. So, like, I get how, like, it may kind of be hard going back into those conversations. Again, as I said, just go, like, hit up Snapchat or just in-app request your data, something like that. And actually show the screenshots on screen. It's very curious how this is literally the only. Pretty sure I'm scrolling through the entire video right now. This is the only time he ever shows any sort of screenshots, right?
That's odd.
So it's very curious how this is literally the only time he flashes anything on screen. Take that as you will.
Isn't the way that people speak to other people. This is the way that you write dialogue when you're trying to make a comical image for the internet to laugh at.
Okay, let's see. Happy 12th birthday, thank you. That's a big age gap for you. Here's the thing, right? Yandere Dev has been known for being cringe, so this seems more plausible that he actually said it, right? As he said, has not left his house since July of 2019. So
I'm just gonna say, I hope that those are just faked.
Yeah, I don't want there to be a victim, right? I don't want there. Well, I don't want to have somebody be victimized. The victim
would be Yandere Dev.
Oh yeah. if it's false, yeah.
These are not real. Another piece of information.
Yeah, he went over that. He went over that pretty quickly. I don't know. Thing is, it's just like, obviously I haven't been in this situation. I don't know how he would be able to really prove something is fake, right?
He just says these obviously aren't real. It's not obvious to me, right?
Yeah.
What if he broke down the tools you could use to then fake Discord screenshots? If he showed, like, you could just do this kind of stuff on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Through these means. If he showed that in 5 minutes you could fake a conversation with anyone, then I'd say, okay, that makes sense, right?
Yeah, just like how what Dream did.
I haven't watched the Dream allegation video, but if that's what he did, good.
I mean, yeah, that's how, I think he basically did that with the Pokimane screenshot, the fake one.
Exactly. Yeah, but he just says, obviously these are fake. And I mean, the only person that really knows right now is him and the person in the conversation, right?
Yeah. It's just like this very kind of low effort.
I would like to address would be the claim that I was grooming this girl ever since she was 9 years old. That's not true. Apparently, she sent me an email 7 years ago. I'm assuming it was just typical fan mail. I always respond to every fan who contacts me, so I must have replied and said something like, "Hey, thanks for your..."
How many? I'm genuinely curious. How many emails does he get per day? Let's just say. Like, I'm genuinely curious. How many emails does he? I'm assuming at the peak it was quite a lot, but I don't think it's that conducive or productive to just respond to emails as it's happening, right? Like, I get it if, like, say you get back to it like 1 week later or something, or you have a little like 4-hour session of just reading all your emails of the past month. But
I mean, he's been doing this for 10 years. You know, maybe he knows better than us. I can't say that I've been getting fan mail for 10 plus years.
Yeah, we don't know how to work an email.
Yeah, I don't. Are you trying to imply something?
Oh,
okay, sorry.
That was being said facetiously.
I know. I said mine facetiously too.
Glad you like the game. But just the fact that she had contacted me when she was 9, and then later she contacted me again last year, somehow magically transformed into a narrative that I had been grooming her for 7 years straight. No, that's not what happened. That's just something that people made up. But even though
just something he just says it's like it's made up, just like, no, like, could he have just gone, could he have shown any of the emails? Could he, like
if that person, is it possible to pull up? I assume that he's been using the same email for 9 years. Like,
yeah, so he literally does not show any screenshots even in his blog posts, which he could have just said, "Oh yeah, it's in my blog post," right? He could have had it all in the blog post. Wait, what about? Okay, let me see. Wait, hold on. Okay, he said. Okay, I'm guessing there's like an FAQ section. What about using AI for voice acting? There are numerous ethical concerns regarding the use of AI to generate assets for video games. I believe it's something that I should avoid. That's what he's concerned about right now. Fucking AI assets. But what happened to your Discord account? That's what he says. That's one of the FAQ questions. So let's see, because I don't think he really went into that in the video itself. He says, on October 3rd, my Discord account was disabled. Discord did not send me an email explaining why. I submitted several support tickets asking for help, but Discord did not respond to any of them. I didn't know if it was a temporary or permanent, so I decided not to make any public announcements about the situation until I had more information. After 30 days, my account was automatically deleted. On November 2nd, I made a second Discord account. I was disabled on November 6th again. I did not receive an email from Discord explaining why. I acknowledged that possibility that I was permanently banned or no longer allowed to use Discord's services. So yeah, even if he wants to prove, like, I don't know, it's like the Discord account's gone. It's gone now. So
all right, so
I mean what are we supposed to do with it?
Pure and simple. It's literally just he said, she said.
Yeah. So. Oh, let's see what he's. Okay, he's saying, why has the game been in development for 9 years? Yandere Similar became the type of game that is regularly updated with new content. I decided that developing an ever-expanding, ever-improving game that would be more meaningful than implementing 9 specific characters. So I chose to prioritize releasing regular updates instead of working on rival characters who were announced in 2016. I've written a lot about this topic. However, at this point of time, I've finished going down the checklist of all additions that I want to make to the game. I am now ready to shift my attention from regular updates to finishing Ayano's story mode. That'll be my focus 2024. Interesting.
I didn't harm a child, even though I didn't traumatize or victimize anyone, I do feel that I've made mistakes that I need to apologize for. I allowed myself to deteriorate into a person who is making horrible decisions on a regular...
He made it about himself. It was like, I've allowed myself. He made it about himself.
That not only harmed me, but also the people around me. By making some incredibly stupid and careless remarks during conversations I should not have been having, I created a huge, completely unnecessary scandal and made myself into a figure who is so controversial that people are afraid to be associated with me or have any kind of connection to my game. As a result,
I mean, assuming the allegations are true, which, it did seem likely at the point where they were released 2 to 3 months ago. Yeah, I think it's understandable that they wouldn't want to associate with the game because the game is so heavily associated with you. So yeah, just why that distinction?
People who enjoyed contributing to the project had to quit. YouTubers who enjoyed playing the game had to stop. Companies had to sever all ties with me, and a lot of fans were deeply hurt and upset. I'm sorry for having stupid, inappropriate conversations I never should have had. I'm sorry for neglecting myself until I created problems for everyone around me. I'm sorry to all of the people who I ignored when they warned me countless times that my behavior was becoming more and more self-destructive.
All right, everybody, 1 in chat if you 1 in chat if you forgive him, 2 in chat if you do not forgive him. If you reject his forgiveness, 1 or 2, and I might just start the I might just start. All right, I'm gonna start the poll of the verdict, guilty or innocent. All right. Oh yeah, it's already coming in. All right, I see a 2. Let's see. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of 2. I'm seeing quite a few 2s in the chat. Yep. Okay. Oh. All right. Yep. That I think it is just about unanimous 2s. So I'm just gonna start the poll of is he guilty or innocent?
And I'm also sorry for one other thing. After this whole controversy started, people started targeting anyone associated with me or my project for harassment. People even targeted the girl that I spoke to, spreading misinformation about her and spamming her with horrible images.
The source is a dude, trust me, bro, because he's not sending, he's not showing anything on screen. That's the thing.
It's one thing to screw up your own life, but it's another thing entirely to screw up so badly that you bring hate and abuse and harassment into the lives of others just for being associated with you. I am deeply sorry for that. I just hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Well, now that I've owned up to what I did wrong and established that I'm not a groomer, where do we go from here?
He's established it, guy. I don't think that's very well established. He said it.
He said it.
He said it, therefore it's true. He spoke it into reality. Yeah, this is wow.
Well, I don't think that 3 months of self-care are enough to magically fix every flaw I've ever had. I'm sure I still have plenty of room for self-improvement, but I'm doing a lot better mentally now than I was before. And I think I'm ready to get back to work.
I think this is literally just like this last part. I don't think it's going to be a response to any allegation. I think it's just like, hey guys, I'm going to work on the game now, guys. I think that's actually what's going to be. I think this is actually what he's about to say.
Continue releasing updates for the game, and I'm going to continue releasing videos on my secondary channel. I understand that there's probably going to be less people contributing to the game, less people.
Okay, okay. Do we care? All right, one.
No, I if I cared about the state of the Yandere Dev game, I don't care about the game itself.
I mean, I think we all gave up hope quite a while ago. Just like it's like, yeah, this game's not gonna get finished for quite some time. It'll happen if it ever happens. Which who knows? Who knows if it ever happens? But
who knows?
Yo, shout out Rishi in chat. He says Yandere Dev has spoken. Lol. Yeah.
He has.
He has spoken. Dude, is he actually gonna just go into the game? There's like a good 4 minutes left of this. I'm genuinely curious.
And less people supporting the game.
I mean, it's your stream.
I just have to live with that. No matter what kind of numbers I have, whether it's views or downloads or income or anything else, I'm still going to keep working on the game. It's too important to me for me to ever give up on it. There's a lot I would like to say about the current state of Yandere Simulator and the future of the project, but that's not what you click this video for, so I'm just going to write all of that in a blog post and link to it in the description down below.
Okay, at least he knows. He knows that it's like, yeah, you guys aren't here for that. You're just here for the drama. And the like to dislike ratio is 21k upvotes to 21k dislikes. So it is kind of like it's very close. Let me see if I reload this, if it changes at all.
Hello.
Okay, still 21 to 23k. That's kind of close, like surprisingly close. But I normally
it's like what 50-50 at that point.
Yeah, just about. It's leaning towards the dislike side. But normally, as this happens, the first 2 days they will usually be kind of all right, right? They'll be the like to dislike ratio will be fine, but like I'm looking at like the Gerard the Completionist situation. When he uploaded that one video, right, responding to the charity fraud stuff, he the like to dislikes were doing really well for the first day. Then everybody else came in. Then that's when the dislikes started rolling in. Yeah. And Rishi says, how long has Yandere-san been in development? I believe he says in this blog post just about 9 years.
Yeah, 9-10 years.
Yeah, and apparently
a long fucking time.
Yeah, quite a bit. Oh, this is yeah, quite. Imagine taking that's like Duke Nukem Forever levels. The Duke
What was that? 13 years in development.
Yeah.
Yo, he's just trying to break the record. Holy shit! I think we cracked the code. He's just genuinely trying to break the record for longest video game in development.
That'd be great. Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. Otter Kid says, "Is this like Cuck Simulator?" It's the female version, I guess. Maybe.
I mean, you're cucking other girls by sending them to, God, so they don't get your, senpai. So I guess in a way that's cucking, yeah.
Let's see. Okay, I'm going through a couple more chats. Yeah, MJT78 says just looked it up. Weird game. Yep. Very weird game. Okay, and Mr. Gamer, and it's a good chat when it gets filtered from the top chat to just live chat.
Yeah.
It says, "Your Honor, Mother Nature section." Oh my, no, I can't. I'm not gonna read that out loud. Okay.
Why are you worried?
No, so it's being read in the perspective of Yandere Dev.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, so I can't. Okay, if you want to see the funny chat, all right, go to live chat. I'm not. I'm not gonna say that out loud.
All messages. Oh, that's funny.
Oh yeah, not
Associated with me or have any kind of connection to my game.
okay. Yeah, I had to reload the page, so obviously
Spamming her with horrible images. It's one.
What was the part we were at previously?
Well, I don't think that 3 months of self-care are enough to magically fix every flaw I've ever had. I'm sure I still have plenty of room.
And that's where you fail, bro. That's a weak beta mindset. Literally everything, all your problems can be fixed in just a week.
Yeah,
with
new
proper diet,
year,
exercise,
new me.
New year, new me. New year, new game.
Imagine.
Imagine if he just scrapped this game entirely and started work on something new.
Yeah.
And it came out in like a year.
Yeah, it'd probably just be like a pixel shit indie platformer or something like that. Just
I mean, at least it'd be finished, right?
Yeah. William F says Star Citizen launches first. That would be hilarious. I'm like, isn't that coming out officially this year?
Elder Scrolls 6 will launch first.
Yeah, dude. Imagine, right? The reason Elder Scrolls 6 was delayed so hard was because of Starfield. Imagine.
Self-improvement, but I'm doing a lot better mentally now than I was before, and I think I'm ready to get back to work. I'm going to continue releasing updates for the game, and I'm going to continue releasing videos on my secondary channel.
Wow.
I understand that there's probably going to be less people contributing to the game, less people playing the game, and less people...
Very cool. Very cool. We don't care.
Just in case it wasn't already clear, I just want to firmly state that I don't blame the girl for anything that happened, and I don't want anyone to harass her or make fun of her in the comments section or anything stupid like that. So if that's what you were planning on doing, don't.
Don't do it, Manic. Don't do it. Manic, hands off the keyboard. Don't do it.
I feel like that should have been, kind of better said at the beginning or something like that. Like,
yeah,
hey, obviously do not go after the girl, that
I mean, the fact that people go after her to begin with as like pretty shitty.
Yeah, messed up if true.
And like, I mean, that's the thing. If true, it's literally just he said, she said. So the people going after her are assuming she's lying and faking it, right? But we just have to go off the fact that Yandere says it's obviously fake, trust me. She says it's obviously real, trust me. So then it's just pick and choose. And personally, I would say, you know what? I'm not like, I genuinely can't pick a side in good faith, right? Because no, like nowadays,
in terms of the Discord screenshots, I could see it going either way. Yeah, just the Discord screenshots.
Yeah,
but like there's other stuff
on Snapchat. The stuff on Snapchat that's like he's not talking about the stuff on Snapchat,
and you know
right?
he's not showing the DMs. He's not showing the receipts.
So this is just a moment where I say, "Fuck it, we ball," and I ain't balling. I ain't playing this game. I got other shit to do. If that like,
yeah.
Over the years, there have been a lot of other controversies as well.
Oh,
At all, and
bonus controversies,
bro. Part 2,
but
bro. He's setting up the sequel.
Handled it and botched it and made things even worse. So eventually, I'd like to make a video, kind of like this one. Where
he's literally teasing. He's teasing another video. Okay, all right. We know what's the content coming up in the future. We know what's coming up.
Make sure to like, comment, and ring the bell and subscribe for notification. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I hope he like teases it on Twitter like every single day, right?
Yeah.
Just like I want him to like have a I want him to share a screenshot on Twitter of the Premiere Pro timeline. And it's the editing timeline, and it's just gonna be so basic because it's just all jump. The only thing he really does is jump cuts. It only shows like
one layer, but then on the second layer, it's just 2 images for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that'd be so funny.
Address those past controversies properly. I can't guarantee when it will happen, but it is something that I do want to do in the future.
That's gonna take out a lot of the promises he has for 2024. Right? Like, let's just see. He's okay. 11 things. 11 things. Right? And let's just custom mode, alternate timeline for 1980s mode, the ability to build a relationship with your senpai as his anonymous secret admirer, ability to select difficulty options before starting a new save file. Okay, this one might be the easiest. A new system for socializing with students, these aren't small things. These aren't like, for the most part, there are some obviously there's a range, but if he really wants to do that all before 2024 ends, I doubt it. And he wants to like do an all-encompassing video on all of his controversies. Like I don't see that happening.
Legitimately, the best thing he could possibly do is just step away, right?
Yeah,
like,
just
make his response if he wants to, but after that, go off the grid to work on the game, right? Mm-hmm. Stay in contact with the people that are still helping you work with it.
Yeah, and like the Patreon backers or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing, he's digging his own grave. He's his own worst enemy right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see.
With that said, there is one false accusation that I think is relevant enough to address now rather than later. I don't want this to turn into a long, rambling video, so I'll make this quick. There are a lot of people who are under the impression that I advocate for abolishing the age of consent and replacing it with a sex license. No, that is not true. 10 years ago in
It sounds really funny when he says it.
It does sound really funny.
Like the absurdity, like a sex license. I've heard about this whole thing, right? And people have talked about it, but still, I'm just like, that's so funny. A sex license.
You got a license for that?
It's like the British TV license, right?
Yeah.
Smashing your wife, someone knocks on the window. Hey, sir, got your license for that?
Yeah, let's see what he has to say.
2014, I had a debate with someone about whether...
Wait, 2014 he said?
10 years ago in 2014, I had a debate with...
Wait. So this came out January 1st, and he said 10
Yeah.
years ago in 2014. So
I mean, he
was
might
he
be like,
was he speaking right in like basically was he like knowing that this wouldn't release until 2024 and he had it cooking, or did he literally record this like the day it came out? Because let's be real, right? It would not be hard to record this and edit this especially with how basic these edits are.
bro, like it's not editing.
Yeah, it's literally just like jump cuts when he's silent for too long, and then 2 images. This he recorded this the day it came out.
About whether or not age should be the sole determining factor in deciding whether or not to judge someone as an adult. I argued that just because someone has blown out an arbitrary number of candles on their birthday cake, that doesn't necessarily guarantee that they are competent enough to make certain life-changing decisions. If you want to drive a car, you have to pass a driving exam and earn a driver's license. So I thought, what if it worked the same way with becoming an adult? What if there was some sort of exam or test that you had to pass in order to be recognized as an adult and authorized to make certain purchases and decisions? Well, if you think about it for like 2 seconds, you can immediately identify like a million problems with that concept. And that's because it's not an idea that I put any thought into. It's not some deeply held personal belief that I will die defending. It was just a random hypothetical thought experiment I came up with 10 years ago while I was being contrarian towards someone in an argument.
Yeah, here's the problem with this. He does not have screenshots, doesn't have any of the context. That's the main issue. He's not putting in any effort to put in this context. It's all just speaking off the cuff. And when you're dealing with something this serious, I mean, whatever, sex license, whatever, obviously all this like grooming allegation stuff, much more important. But this just like includes screenshots of whatever forum, right? Like, I'm sure you had to have done some research because you have these screenshots. Why can't you go back and get the screenshots of like the sex license debate or whatever? It shouldn't be that hard.
Let me just go to Google real quick.
Yeah.
Yandere Dev license. Okay, that's gonna be in my search history now.
Oh, rip you. All right, let me play.
I mean, like,
yeah, while you're looking for that, I'll play kind of the rest of this video.
yeah.
But sadly, that's just one of dozens of random offhand remarks I've made over the years that have been screenshotted and used to paint a completely inaccurate picture of who I am and what beliefs I hold. So I think that when I eventually make a video to address past controversies properly, I should also clear up a lot of misinformation and misunderstandings as well. For now, though, I've said everything that I wanted to say. Thank you for your time, and thank you for being willing to hear me out.
If anything, this is probably just a teaser for that bigger video.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Gem Power. All right.
Okay.
Gem Power says it perfectly. You see a guy like Dream brings in all the receipts, which is true.
Yeah.
Very true. Okay, but you have did you link it to me?
No, it's like I'm trying to. I just quickly like Googled it, so it's like I'm not trying to.
Fair. I mean, it's probably on some old forum that like it probably has some garbage UI, right?
So like I could go to images, but like I don't know how many of these things are actually good or not. But I mean, like he says it's a thing, so I'm sure that if I really cared to look up the validity of these things, I would. But guess what? Hey, Manic, I'm so sorry, but I don't care enough to actually beyond a quick Google search.
Here's the thing. Like, we shouldn't have to research for you, right? Like, we shouldn't have to be the one to do all the research. Like scouring all the internet. Yeah, it's
his thing. So
yeah, this is pretty bad. But I feel like I feel like he's gonna need to really step it up in the second video because this ain't doing it. Right? How did this even get green? How did this even get green lighted for a sequel?
This just ain't it.
Let's read the comments because I'm sure it's very funny.
At the very least, he didn't turn off comments. So
yeah, there's that. Like very basic but still appreciated. We are not. Yeah, and he didn't turn off comments on his WordPress article. So there's that. We're not even a week into 2024. We got a Yandere Dev apology. Yep. I'm honestly quite surprised are people actually accepting this apology. I figured people would just jump to hate regardless on whether or not the apology was actually good. We live in a world where Yandere Dev made a better apology video than James Somerton and Colleen Ballinger. Okay, James Somerton. It's very funny what James. I'm pretty sure James Somerton just left the internet, right?
I don't know who that is.
So basically, H Bomber guy made a whole video on play. Yeah, as he says right here, plagiarism and YouTube. He is all on plagiarism, and James Somerton was one of the people that he accused of plagiarism. And after that, he threw a bitch fit and deleted his entire channel. Yeah, it's because James Somerton actually had a crossover in terms of audience between him and H Bomber guy. He really snatched the first YouTuber apology of the year spot. Honestly, major props for making respect. No, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's better than Colleen Ballinger, yeah, but it's not good, especially with the severity of this. Okay, people, yeah, it's definitely kind of split, but it's, I don't know. He did take responsibility. He definitely did own up to the things he did wrong.
He said it was wrong, so
he said it was wrong. And if he actually did go outside, good for him. But yeah, I feel have just the quality of apology videos gone so low that we think, yeah, this is great. Is that what's happening here? Because it's like it's mediocre. It's mediocre at best, right? He needs to include the context, the screenshots, anything. Just
anything. Yeah.
Include it. Like, it doesn't have to be in the video itself. You can link to your WordPress article, right? And just as long as we can see it, and we don't have to like scour the internet for for everything, right? For all these different allegations, all the different kind of screenshots. Yeah, that's kind of all right. Hold up. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's add another one because I already said guilty or innocent. But all right, put a 1 in chat if he's guilty. Put a 2 in chat if he's innocent. Put a 3 in chat if he takes the insanity plea. Right.
No, I don't think he's gonna do that.
Yeah, it's not exactly insanity. Just literally just like Hobbit, I guess. Doesn't go outside.
Neat.
Yeah, like this is like a far cry from what the Dream video was. Like Dream's video was really good, but this like I don't know. I feel like I want to think he's like being somewhat sincere, but he should add. I feel like this just wasn't with like effort or care or anything, which it does, obviously doesn't look good on him. Okay. Yeah.
So Manic, what do you think would have been better? This response video or no response at all?
I mean, here's the thing. Nobody would really be talking about him again if it wasn't for this response video. Like I already forgot about this guy, and I did a whole stream, like, what was it, 2 hours long, just like two to 3 months ago.
Yeah,
it's like I was he was totally in the rear view mirror, but now he's the topic of conversation again. So yeah, I mean, it's like I want to believe he's being sincere about the apology, but just with how he is and his kind of like not caring, very slapdash effort in making this video, I can't really like take his side at all. That's the thing. Let's see. I'm genuinely curious. How big is his Patreon? How many? There's still 500 paid members. He's making just over $1,000 a month, which I don't know where he lives, but that could get him off, I guess. Yeah, and yeah, this is not a good. I wouldn't say it's not a good response video. I would not call it good, but
Same. It could have been way better. I mean, that's the thing. He has all these resources available to him to make the video better, to show receipts, to show screenshots, and he didn't. Did he do it just so he could rush it out? Did he do it?
There's no point in rushing it out, right? Because it was already in the rear view mirror. If he wanted to address it, he should have taken his time. He should have went through it with a fine-tooth comb, literally just like Dream did. And Dream's response video, I'm sure it took multiple months, like at least two. That's being very generous. With Yandere Dev, it's just like, oh, he did not care. It was literally just as he said, 10 years ago, right? And that was 2014. It literally was uploaded the same day it was posted. And okay, so okay, K. We're just gonna call him K, the last name. Yeah, he was making over 5K. His money is definitely dried up, but I don't think anybody's gonna come back to support your project because of that, right?
Yeah,
That's the main. Oh, did he feel economic pressure to actually release this video?
probably.
That could also be a factor, which would be very interesting. Because if he went from making 5K a month to only making like 1.2K a month, assuming he didn't save up some money, which he might, he's not that smart. That is very possible. He could have. He probably had to like move to a different place. He might have had to like cut down on some major expenses. But what do I know? It's I'm not. Yeah, this is not.
We're not the YouTube police, so like, what do we know, right?
Yeah.
I think I know a lot, but
this isn't like this isn't me thinking, oh yeah, I have a lot of faith in him. I don't. And this video is not conducive to that, because he's literally he's just talking. He's just talking and like referring to things that he doesn't include in the video itself. He's not linking to it. He's not including any DMs. He's not including any screenshots. Just that would have gone a long way. And maybe he didn't include it because maybe he's guilty. I guess the truth for that will be revealed eventually. The entire truth. But this ain't it, Chief. This is not it, Chief. But
I agree.
Yeah, that's my take. I'm not.
You're not what? Finish your sentence.
I don't know. It's just I don't really care. I don't care about him specifically. Obviously, I never donate any money to him. I never really played his game. I watched a few YouTubers play it like way back in the day, right? It's like, and I'm not particularly surprised either way, because if you've seen some of the content in the game, yeah, not surprised really at all. But that's just my take. Feel free to put yours in the live chat, and we will be ending pretty shortly. Just know that you can get 10% off the Dragon's Treasure tea when you use code Manic at thedragonstreasure.com. That is thedragonstreasure.com/Manic. And this tea is already on sale, so it's gonna be an additional 10% off when you use the code. And yeah, by the way, buy the merch. The Manic trucker hat is back on the store. All right, very very cool. Hope you all had a good, amazing 2024.